This is Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I am beyond excited to be here as I have never been to this theme park before. I was able to procure a half-price ticket, but the earliest I could enter was 5 p.m. so I don't have a whole lot of time to explore. I am visiting during their famed Smoky Mountain Christmas event, so along with most of the attractions being open this evening, there are all sorts of Christmas festivities and overlays, with over 6 million Christmas lights scattered throughout the park, and even a brand new Christmas drone show later tonight. Show Street, the entrance area of the park, is wonderfully themed and is enhanced by these great Christmas decorations. This theme park is named after the legendary country musician Dolly Parton, who was born and grew up near this location here in Sevier County, Tennessee. However, the original tourist attraction at this site opened in 1961, when Dolly was about 16 and first beginning to record music. Back then it was known as the Rebel Railroad, a scenic train ride through the mountains which still exists here. In the mid-1960s it was renamed Gold Rush Junction, expanding into a Wild West theme park. Then in 1976 it became Silver Dollar City, Tennessee, a satellite theme park to the original Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. A decade later in 1986, Dolly Parton became part owner of this park and it was rebranded to Dollywood. There is a replication of Dolly Parton's childhood home here at Dollywood. It is apparently an authentic depiction of the small Appalachian cabin that she grew up in near this location after she was born in January of 1946. Dolly grew up in this small 2-room cabin with 11 other siblings throughout the 1950s. They did not have running water nor electricity. There is a placard on an opposite wall where Dolly recalls catching fireflies in mason jars to have lighting at nights. This is a really great touch to the park. It is interesting to see where she came from and how life was like here in Sevier County just 60 to 70 years ago. That must have been what their Christmas tree was like with the tinfoil star. First off, I am going to ride the Dollywood Express, the original Rebel Railroad attraction that started it all. Tonight they are using the coal-fired steam locomotive known as the Cinderella. It is an authentic Baldwin locomotive built in 1938 for use on the historic White Pass and Yukon Route narrow gauge railroad in Alaska. This is totally awesome. The locomotives at Dollywood burn about 5 tons of coal every operating day. Because the locomotive does require a bit of work, they run the train at select times, so I did have to wait in line for about an hour to get to ride this.
Alright, please remain seated. Please remain seated.
Enjoy some excerpts from the Dollywood Express Christmas overlay.
If you do happen to get cinder in your eyes, once we return to the depot, see one of the conductors who will help you get to the safety department where they can remove the cinder. If some of that soot and cinder gets on your clothes, it should brush off when you get back into town. If it doesn't, well, as they say, it all comes out in the wash.
Clearly they warn about cinders getting into the eyes of passengers, and they are not joking. I actually did get a little cinder in my eye, so that was irritating until it came out.
Wave it on these folks, they know it's fun too. Well, folks, in that time of year we like to do big wave out there, folks. Give him a big wave. Wait a minute, what'd you say? Did you spawn one? No. Oh, never mind, folks. They thought they spawned a black bear. Never mind.
Daddy decided that this was the year that my mother should have a wedding. And so he told all of us that we could be in on this gift and what little dabble money he would have spent on.
Now, folks, would you all like to hear some music on that whistle? Movements, everybody. Be careful. Be careful. Hey, Miss Lily, we love you, Miss Lily. Give me a low kick. I need a low kick. A low kick. All right, fantastic, fantastic. Going to the main part. The last time on this trip, we go through this time as loud as you can on three. Let's say howdy to be the loudest train on three. Everybody on three say howdy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. On three. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that was an awesome ride on the old Rebel Railroad. If you would like to see more footage from the 5-mile long holiday train ride, then check out the dedicated video linked in the description. This section of the park is known as the Country Fair, which features some Country Fair carnival games and basic rides. There are numerous holiday music shows and other performances throughout the park during these nights.
The singing of the angels, the comfort of our Lord.
I gotta take those while we're gone.
Well, it looks like you've got everything planned out and you don't need me at all.
Oh, come on, Dad. I need you to do all the stuff up top that I can't reach.
We are now entering Craftsman's Valley, an area dedicated to traditional Appalachian crafts and folklore. They will often have many real artisans producing and selling various crafts. I definitely want to revisit this during the regular season. There is a hand-carved nativity in the valley. This is the Robert F. Thomas Chapel, a representation of an Appalachian country church, named after the country doctor who delivered baby Dolly Parton back in 1946. They actually hold Sunday services here in this active theme park. This chapel predates Dollywood. It was built during the Gold Rush Junction days in the early 70s. Here is the Calico Falls Schoolhouse, which shows what schools were like around here over a century ago, also from Gold Rush Junction. Now let's experience Glacier Ridge.
Look.
Well, that was cool, but what's even cooler is this. Blazing Fury. This is an indoor dark ride and coaster hybrid built in 1978 during the Silver Dollar City days, and it is based on Branson's Silver Dollar City's original roller coaster Fire in the Hole. The attraction in Branson was themed to the Bald Knobbers, a vigilante group that existed in late 19th century Missouri, who were attempting to restore law and order to the Ozarks. They were known to wear black horned hoods with white outlined faces. Tragically, at the end of 2023, Silver Dollar City in Branson is closing their original historic attraction and destroying it. I am sad that I will never get to experience that, but at least Dollywood is keeping its history alive as Blazing Fury still exists, which portrays a goofy Appalachian 1880s town engulfed in flames as the firefighters try to put it out. This is gonna be fun.
Week back or not, Luther, here I come.
It looks like you've been implementing these things.
Blazing Fury is a real classic. Why, it's indescribably beautiful. Several years ago, Dolly Parton declined an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, feeling that she was not a rock musician. So to remedy that, she has now done a rock album called Rockstar, in which she did a cover of Let It Be with Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. I presume she will be joining the Hall of Fame now. There is a mighty Christmas tree at Wilderness Pass. The Mystery Mine coaster looks like it has some solid theming. It meanders through a massive old mine structure. Unfortunately, Dollywood does not allow filming of any kind on the roller coasters, I certainly wish they would consider allowing visitors to safely utilize strapped action cameras, as that's completely safe. I have stumbled upon the lair of Buzz the Vulture at the Mystery Mine. Let's hear what this animatronic vulture has to say.
Hello there, folks. Must have dozed off for a minute. Wasn't moving on my feathers, was I? I drool in my sleep sometimes. Eating at the potato shack has the same effect. And my mama once told me, Buzz, if you want your wife to pay attention to every word you say, talk in your sleep. Then she said, I know your wife has a great sense of humor. She married you, didn't she? On top of old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover for courting too slow. They'll hug you and kiss you and tell you more lies. They're cross ties on the railroad or stars in the sky. Sorry, folks. Nothing more pathetic than a buzzard with tears in his eyes.
That was weird. We are now entering Wildwood Grove, the newest section of the park that opened in 2019. This area was purportedly inspired by Dolly Parton's childhood dreams growing up here in the Smokies, so there is a lot of local influence evident in the theming, but there's also a fantasy element to it. The centerpiece of Wildwood Grove is the Wildwood Tree, and I'm gonna wait for the drone show here.
The next morning, love and laughter, surprise and delight. I'll be home with bells on. And once on a very special night, when a single star shone true and bright, angels proclaimed a wondrous sight. We hope the spirit of the season rings out loud and clear and becomes part of your heart song forever. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you, ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. La 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 la. And let there be peace. Merry Christmas time. Merry Christmas.
While I really enjoyed this drone show, I definitely think it's a smart move on the part of the park to get in on this new technology. I expect that it will become much more extensively used at theme parks and other venues around the world in the coming decade. If you would like to see the whole 7-minute show, then check out my separate video on that linked in the description. The park is staying open for an extra hour tonight, so I am going to ride one roller coaster that I have really wanted to experience, the Wild Eagle. There is a colossal scrap metal eagle sculpture at the entrance. Dollywood actually has a Birds of Prey show, which features the largest presentation of bald eagles in the country they emblematize. The Wild Eagle was the first ever wing coaster in the United States when it opened in 2012, A wing coaster means the riders sit on the sides of the coaster track, so there is nothing below the feet except the ground and at times the sky above. It is intense as the track goes upside down 4 times. There is a 135-foot drop and it reaches 61 miles per hour, and it is freaking fun. Again, I can't show you ride footage, but this coaster is absolutely awesome. I certainly wish I could have shown you all what it was like. The views are really beautiful at night with all the Christmas lights around the park visible below. Notice the ride vehicles are shaped like bald eagles. This was so fun that I rushed back in line to get another ride in before the park closed. I would definitely recommend the Wild Eagle if you think you can handle it. It's one of the best coasters I've ever been on. Now let's enjoy some more Christmas lights on the way back to Show Street. It appears that Santa Claus himself has come out to bid adieu to all the visitors. Well, I am rather impressed with Dollywood. It is a beautiful park with lots of unique and historically inspired features. I personally care much more for theming at theme parks, not cheap thrills and whatnot, so this park does often make a good effort on the theming side of things, especially Blazing Fury. That's a masterpiece. I definitely plan on coming back to explore this park more thoroughly. I know there's a lot I missed, and I would recommend a visit to anyone, even if they're not necessarily a theme park fan. Coming during the Christmas season is crowded but a terrific experience. If you enjoyed this video, then please check out my other videos featuring theme parks, roadside attractions, historic locations, Christmas events, and much more here in the Smokies, as well as across the United States and Europe. Additionally, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.